The Volvo lineup was due to go all electric, and this is very evident with the EX30, EX40, EC40, EX60 and the EX90. But with the way electric cars are going at the moment, Volvo has decided to keep its internal combustion engine cars going, and it has done this by a host of updates on them. This car was the first to get it. This is the new XC90 facelift. Let's have a look to see what's new. Welcome to Everything Cars and More. So, starting with the design at the front of the new XC90, and it does look different than before, and it feels like an all-new generation design. To start with, we get an all-new headlight design which has the new Thor's hammer design to it. The overall headlight structure is smaller and thinner than before too, giving it a much more modern look to this 10-year-old car underneath. Moving to the grille, and it has had a bigger design to it leaking to the headlights. It also has a new mesh pattern design that makes this car look very sleek and modern. The central air vent is also sleek and minimalistic, and we do also get a decent set of looking side vents, which I do quite like. Move around to the side of the XC90 and there are no changes apart from some new colour and wheel options, which are very stylish and very unlike Volvo. I would have liked to seen a set of new door mirrors like the EX90s, but that is just being picky. Moving around to the back of the XC90, and the changes are more discreet compared to the front. We get a new set of tail lights which are darker than before but have the same general design to them, which I don't mind. The bumper design is very slightly different than before too, as it does remove the fake exhausts, but the reflectors and chrome design are the same as before. Talking of exhausts, let's have a look to see what engine and gearbox options you can have with the new Volvo XC90 facelift. So the engine range for the XC90 facelift is quite easy to understand, as it has been slimmed down to just two models, a petrol and a plug-in hybrid petrol. Sadly, there isn't any diesel anymore. Anyway, let's start with the petrol model first. This uses a 2-litre turbo petrol unit which creates 250 brake horsepower, and the power is sent through an 8-speed automatic gearbox to all four wheels, creating 4-wheel drive. 0 to 62 is dealt with in 7.7 seconds, so really it's no slouch for a base model. Miles per gallon ratings though aren't the best at 33, but we will look past that and move swiftly on to the plug-in hybrid model. This uses the same 2-litre turbo petrol unit, but this time it has an electric motor attached to it to almost double the power output to 455 brake horsepower. Power is sent through an 8-speed automatic gearbox powering all four wheels, which means this car also has 4-wheel drive. 0 to 62 is dealt with in a brisk 5.4 seconds, which is decent too. For the electrification side of things, you get an 18.8 kWh battery pack, which gives you an electric-only range of about 38 miles. Now, this isn't the best by other modern standards, but it is decent compared to its rivals. And don't forget, this is a big, heavy car too. Preferably, I would go for this one, as it would be the most efficient option. The price for the new Volvo XC90 facelift starts at £67,150, which isn't too bad to be honest for what you are getting. Right then, let's have a look to see what the interior is like. So, climbing inside the new XC90 facelift, and I do have to say it isn't as good as it once used to be. Now, it has the old style Volvo bits from the original XC90 mixed in with some new Volvo design parts too. To start with, we get the same overall interior as the original 2015 XC90 model. This includes the same dashboard design, but we do get a lot of new soft touch materials and some fake wood designs, which I do really like. The centre console I also like, as it still feels very premium with its leather and crystal gear selector. The instrument cluster is clear and easy to read, and is quite customisable too. I also like the older steering wheel design, but the new EX90 does look slightly better and would also make this interior feel that bit more modern. The seats are the same as before too, but that still means that they are super comfortable and supportive and very adjustable. Now let's get on to the bit that I'm not a big fan of, and that is the infotainment screen. Now the infotainment system itself does work very well, as it is an Android automotive system, and it has also had a redesign to make it much easier to use. I can't complain about it, as this is fine. What I will complain about though is the actual screen itself. Now you see they have tried to make it bigger, which has forced it out of its original surround. Now any other car maker would redesign this dashboard to fit around the new larger screen, but Volvo has just made it stick out of the dash, hiding part of the air vents, and to be honest it just looks like a tablet has been stuck onto the old screen. It really cheapens the interior, which is a big shame. This ruins the interior in my opinion. Apart from that though, it is a lovely place to be, and like it has always been. Right, let's have a look at the rear seats to see what they're like. So, climbing into the middle row of the XC90, and there is no surprise that we get plenty of legroom and headroom with it being such a large car. It is also very luxurious in the back too, with a lot of leather and premium metal feeling materials. You also get your own climate control system, adjustable seats, heated rear seats, an armrest and even rear sun blinds. Let's have a look to see if anything changes by going into the third row seats. Climbing into the back yet again, and the materials don't change that much. Legroom for a 6'2" adult isn't the best, but it is just about doable on a short trip if you needed to. Really, this is designed for children or small people, which will be fine, and there is also some storage areas and cup holders too. Right, let's have a look to see what the boot space is like. So, opening the boot to the XC90 facelift, and with all of the 7 seats in place, you are welcomed with 302 litres of boot space, which is one of the biggest against its rivals. Folding the third row down, and it does increase to 680 litres, which beats the Kia Sorento, but sadly not the Discovery. If you fold all the seats down though, you are welcomed with 1,856 litres, which somehow is the smallest out of the 3, which is a bit strange. It is still usable though, and the likely reason why you would buy an XC90 is to use all of the 7 seats all the time. So really, practicality with the third row or all the rear seats down isn't that important. So in summary then, what do I think of the new Volvo XC90 facelift? Well, I just want to start this summary by saying there are very few cars that are capable of going past their usual life cycle date. Take the classic Mini for example, and even the latest petrol Mini. That is almost as old as the XC90, yet is still going strong. This takes me back to this. When this version of the XC90 came out, it was modern, luxurious and high-end. And 10 years later, it is still modern, luxurious and high-end. It's the type of car that cannot age. The Volvo EX90 was supposed to fully replace it, but I'm glad they kept the XC90 going. I do wish the interior was better thought out though, as it is the only part that feels outdated, and it is really showing its age now, which is a big shame. But I wouldn't stop anyone buying one just because of that. It is really one very special and unique car. So, what do you think of this car then? Leave a comment below, and whilst you're at it, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to Everything Cars and More. I'll see you in the next video.